Yo, what is going on, guys? I'm here with Super Running Video. Today, we are back for the UPSL. Now, I have been very bad uploading this season. It's not an upload required season, so I'm very glad about that because otherwise, I would be so far behind. I actually probably would have had each of these out on the right time at the right time though if it was upload required. So, there's that. But I last uploaded the UPSL I think 3 weeks back actually. I was gonna say 2, but I think it was 3 weeks back. So I uploaded week 4 versus Marquet. It was a good battle, and we came out with the W. We are currently sitting at 3-1, and we have half of the season to go. And that, it's been I have really been uploading these so little that I have the remainder of the season done, and it's all going to be in this video. So this is going to be week 5 through week 8 of the UPSL. We play DJ Black, Saber. Let me just swap sides on this one. Saber, Luxance, and Ice Shard. So we have 4 matches, and I'm just kind of looking to get a few more wins at the end of the season. I believe to lock in playoffs in my division. Actually, it's not overall divisions. I think you had to have 4 wins. Like you had to be 4-4 to make playoffs, and we are looking for a high seed. Right now, we're looking at a high seed if we can keep going as well as we have. But we can still kind of drop as long as we can grab one more win in the back half. We can be fine. So we're going to jump straight into this match. This match was played about a month ago, so I don't remember too much about it. But I lead Pelipper. He leads Absol, and I remember how stupid I played this one. I went on tilt very quickly in this match, and from turn 1, you're going to see the biggest misplay I've probably made in a very long time. I'm a great player. I don't know how I forget about that. Like, I've used this Mega so much, and I forget about that. And then I just kind of burn my own rain turns off as well. I go to part here, and we get knockoff, and I believe I go for Power Up Punch. He goes for Sucker Punch. I went for Power Up Punch because I predicted a switch, and he just stayed in and took it. So here I have to swap on the Sucker Punch, as that's what he does. So I'm going to go in Lycan Rock and click a Cell Rock, pick up the first kill of the match with Lycan Rock. I was really hoping for the back half of the season I could grab some kills with this mod. I'm loving Lycan Rock at the moment, and he just goes for me to a match, knocks out part, but I can bring in Stack Attacker, as he goes straight for Earthquake, and I go for Earthquake. Doesn't kill him, unfortunately. It was my best switch in at that stage, though, and now he goes for a Meteor Mash, but this does enable me to bring back in Lycan Rock and just click a Cell Rock again, but he actually predicts it this time, goes into Pex, which I kind of have to switch out on. I believe we go into Pelipper, get the rain up, and I'm just going to go for Hurricane, I believe, because I don't have U-Turn on this team. I remember having Scald, not U-Turn, so I actually Roost as he goes for Liquidation. It does crit me, but it doesn't do like anything, so it's fine. Here I go into Lele. It's my only real switch into Pex. And we catch that Liquidation. And I believe I just click Psyshock here. I know I was Swiss Scarfed in this match, and he just sends in Zapdos, which is really good for me because I get a huge hit off, and I'm able to take out Zapdos at this stage of the match, which was very key. Now here comes Heliolisk, and I'm going to send Pelipper out, sack it off to Volt Switch, but it does enable me to have Kingdra under Brain still for a while, so I'm going to bring in Lycan Rock here. No, I'm going to bring in Kingdra and click Ice Beam. Unfortunately, not going to really get much use out of Kingdra because he just clicks Play Rough and knocks me out. But I still have very high hopes for this match. I can go into Lele right now, but I go Lycan Rock first. I Swords Dance because I'm trying to win this match right now, and here's Woodhammer. Now, the problem here, for me, was if he didn't have that, I would live Play Rough, I would live Shadow Sneak, I would live Shadow Claw, which was what I was thinking he would have, and then I'd be able to Stone Edge the Mimikyu, Stone Edge the Heliolisk, Stone Edge, or Z-Move the Pex, and a Cell Rock the Metagross, and I would be proceeding to win the match, was kind of my thoughts, but unfortunately not what's going to happen. I can bring in Lele though, and I can at least click Psyshock, and at this stage, it's actually looking really good for me, because the problem here is he has a Sash. Now, I just had this game right now, because Pex is not living, and Metagross definitely isn't living, and Heliolisk of course wouldn't. Now, That's game. That's good game. That was my logic, and I'm just gonna be like, good game. We live Thunder on 1 and get paralyzed. Oh, I was so sad about that because I won this match if I didn't get parried there. I would have proceeded to win the match because he revealed he didn't have bullet punch, meaning, you know, we would have been able to come out and push up to 4-1, but unfortunately we're going to lose out this match and move to 3-2. Next up we played Saber. Don't know what his record is because I don't know what anyone's record was. I played this match. All I know is this is one of the better players in the league. I believe he secured a high spot in playoffs. I could be wrong, but I know he made it. So let's go. I'm going to jump straight into this one. And before this match begins, I just want to say about Pelipper. Yeah. Now, I had Scarf Pelipper, and I completely messed up on it. I had Scald, Hurricane, Toxic. Don't question Toxic. And I meant to have Roost, but I had Protect instead. I don't quite know how I made that mistake, but, you know, an interesting Pelipper, but it is Scarfed. I'm just going to be able to click T-Bolt here from turn 1 with Vikavolt though, and get a load of chip damage on Heatran. I can go to Pelipper now, because I can just click Scald, and he goes for Hidden Power Ice, I believe. Don't quite know if that was HP Ice, but I go for a Toxic because I know Rotom's going to come out, but unfortunately this means I can't stay in, and I can't heal my Pelipper up at all in this match. So I can go with Vikavolt though, as he does go for a Will-O-Wisp, and I'm just going to click Bug Buzz this time around. I don't think he's going back into Heatran. I think maybe the Bulu could come out, and he stays in clicks Pump. So unfortunately, we're going to lose our Vikavolt really early on, and this was one of my best checks to his team. That's why I brought it to this match. Vikavolt is one of my more underused mons this season, but it does give Pert that 1 power punch turn. Unfortunately, not going to be Damp Rock, so I can't give it a load of turns, but he can bring in Ninja Boy 1, 2, 3, 4 here. He missed the Leaf Storm, doesn't really matter though, because it wouldn't have done that much. He brings in Le Elf now, as I go for the Earthquake. I did not think he would go into that. I'm going to go for a knockoff now though, to go for a Psychic, and that's weakened now. So I'm going to go for the knockoff here again. Sorry, I went for Poison Jab. I thought he'd go Bulu. He goes for a Flamethrower here. We live, and we knock him out of Earthquake. So I'm looking really good right now. We are able to get rid of Heatran, and he has Ninja Boy again. So I'm going to go and Stack Attack now. Hopefully it can't hit me. And he goes for the Hidden Power Ice, and I was feeling really good, and he goes for the Focus Blast. That triggers me a bit, but I can bring Pelipper here, and I can go for the Scarfed Hurricane and just remove Sceptile from the game. And now I'm going to get a huge damage on something, and it's going to be Cannons over here. So we're going to get the huge Hurricane off on that. Doesn't do too much. He knocks me out, so he's quite invested, I believe. And I'm going to go into Lycan Rock now, because here, there's a couple of plays I could have made. Now, I was either clicking my Z move, which would be the only move I have that knocks Blastoise out. It's also going to hit Bulu into a Cell Rock range and really give me that edge. But my other play was Swords Dance. If I Swords Dance, I can then Cell Rock into the Azelf, Z move into Bulu, and Stone Edge into Blastoise, and Lycan Rock will be able to bring this game back and bring us to the win. So it came down to a 50-50, and I thought he was going to stay in, so I clicked Z move. And that's gonna that's not gonna help me too much because it's just gonna knock us out. As I said earlier, still trying to claim some kills for Lycan Rock, but that kind of just froze. I have to go into Pert now as he goes for the Water Pulse, and I'm gonna make another wrong play here and go for Power Up Punch, Earthquake. So if I Ice Punch there, we would have been in a better spot. But I'm actually gonna switch out here. I can't. Oh, I did a Tangrowth. That's why, as he just predicts it in Mega Horn. So yeah. I'm just going to bring in my Lycan Rock now and just go for a Stone Edge. Doesn't do that much. And he's going to Wood Hammer. So, not quite over, I guess. And he actually reveals here that he's slower than my Swampert. And I really wish I'd gone Pert first, because then I could have at least brought this game down to, if I could get a crit on Stone Edge, I'd be able to win it. But I actually just go for a flinch, not going to get it. I'm going to lose out that match as well, pushing us to 3-3. And that's really bad for me, because that's 2 more matches, 2 more losses, and we're out of playoffs. And taken to this video, but here we have Luxance, me versus Luxance. Now, this match meant a lot to me. I really didn't want to bring it down to a final week match, deciding on if I make playoffs or not. So I really want to make that push to playoffs this week. And so I made a couple of interesting plays on prep. Now, you can see Pelipper on the screen, and no rain support. It's not Drizzle Pelipper. Can't remember why I brought Pelipper over or draw. I should really put draw on this team, but I didn't bring the rain because I didn't want to give Manaphy the rain, and I didn't want to let Manetric just click Thunder, which I was confident he'd bring. It's regular Manetric, so he doesn't have a Mega on his team. I don't remember what his Mega was off the top of my head, but I know he had one. Of course he had one. Everyone had one, I think. I can't even remember. But he leads off with his Manetric. I lead Tangrowth, and he goes straight for the Volt Switch. He doesn't want to be a part of that. So I'm going to go for the Earthquake here. We hit the Ragnar on the Switch, and that does quite a bit. I'm going to go for a knockoff here as he tries to set up a Swords Dance. And he does not want to lose the Blade right now. So he's going to switch out, go into Tribal, take an Earthquake. And right now, I know he's probably going to try and set up a Dragon Dance and try and put in some work. So I'm going to go straight into Scarf Lele, and we predict that perfectly. I can go for a Moonblast now as he goes into Necrozma. I'm not too sure why he didn't go to Blade. But here, I'm going to go into Hydreigon as he's going to try and set up an Autonomize. I'm not too sure what he was trying to do here, but he definitely doesn't want to fight Hydreigon right now with Necrozma. He's going to sack off his Blade. So right now we are in the lead by a lot right now. As he brings in Leavanny. Now, there was two things I was considering Leavanny would do here. One, X-Scissor, knock out Hydreigon, but most likely would go for Webs. Now I'm going to go for a Dark Pulse, because if I can flinch him now, I can prevent Webs, which would be very nice. And even if I can't prevent them, I can at least take this Leavanny down, and if he knocks me out, he doesn't get Webs. So I'm going to go for a Dark Pulse, and he goes for Sunny Day. I have no clue. But it's obviously going to give this thing 2 times speed. He predicts the swap and goes for the Swords Dance, and then he switches. So I'm going to get Rocks up, and that's going to be that for Leavanny. He brings out the Manaphy, which can't really do as much anymore because, you know, Sun's going to kind of ruin it out here. And I'm just going to go for a Power Whip on the Komomo. Komomo is super scary for me. And here, I'm going to go Pelipper as he reveals Poison Jab. And now I know he has Dragon Dance. So I'm guessing his moveset is going to be Dragon Dance, Poison Jab, Dragon Move, and Fighting Move. So I'm thinking that I'm fine here to live a hit and just go for a Hurricane. And he reveals the Thunder Punch Komomo. Really cool prep on his part. Definitely a very nice piece of prep. And that's going to knock me out. But I can bring Lele in now. Click Moonblast. He's going to sack off the Leavanny, which, you know, was eventually needed to die. And he brings in this now. I'm going to switch out because, of course, this game's looking really good for us now. But I'm pretty sure Lele is going to be able to sweep in the end. So I do not want to risk a Thunder Paralyze right now, because Moonblast would not knock him out. He'd be able to click Thunder, and if he powered me, I'd be in a bad spot. And we already know what Thunder powers do. Well, how much Thunder ruins my games. But you see that he misses Thunder. I'm gonna go for an Earthquake here, and I'm just gonna click Earthquake again. He cannot knock me out. He goes for the Dragon Z. We live it, and we just knock out Tribal, which is looking really good for us. He's down to 3 Mons. He brings out Necrozma now, but I'm gonna save Tangrowth. I'm going to switch out Tangrowth, go Hydra, as he goes Manaphy, so I don't quite know what he predicted me to go into, but I'm going to Draco, as he's going to misplay and click Surf. Scald, actually, and burn me. Never mind, he didn't burn me. But I'm going to click Draco again, just knock out the Manaphy. I do not want to deal with anything that thing can do. And here comes this. I'm going to click Draco again as he Signal Beams, which was actually quite a good move, quite good coverage. But I don't want to sack off Hydra. I'm trying to save differential here to try and lock a higher seed in playoffs, because I know I'm going to win this match now, of course. But I can go into Lycan Rock and just win the match at this stage. I can click Cell Rock against Manetric, and I can go for the Z move against Necrozma. Of course, picking up 2 more kills for Lycan Rock here. As said before, twice, Lycan Rock, I'm going for the kills. I think I've picked up 4 kills in this video with it so far, and we're going to be able to pick up a 5-0 win. That does lock us in playoffs. And here's my final match. It's against Lewis. Now, if I win this match, I secure, I think I have to get like a 2-0, 3-0. I believe I secure 4th or 5th. If I lose this match, I secure 7th or 8th. Now, my team, I made a lot of mistakes on prep. I don't actually know how this happened. I have some issues with Showdown, which I'm just going to explain right now. So, I have issues sometimes with prep on Showdown, where I build a team, but I want to change something, so I change it, I close Showdown, and I open it a bit later, and the team's changed itself back. And I won't notice this till I'm playing. So here, I don't even know what happened. I know I didn't have this thing, the problem, but this Pelipper is the same set I had in this match. It is the Scarfed Hurricane Skull Toxic Protect. I did not put that on this team. I don't know what happened, but I know what I had. I had a Damp Rock Skull Hurricane U-Turn Toxic. Sorry, not U-Turn, Toxic and Roost. So I definitely wasn't Scarfed. And I had a minor issue with Lycan Rock as well, where I had Stealth Rock on it instead of Sucker Punch. Not too sure. Probably a misclick on my part on that one, which I changed, and it reverted it. So that's fun. Anyway, we're going to jump into the battle. There's stuff I mentioned that might affect it, but I'm just going to be able to go for a T-Bolt. I believe I go for a T-Bolt here. He didn't really have a good switching. So yeah, I'm going to go for a T-Bolt, do a ton to that Bronzong, and we get a Paralyze, which was really good for me. And I can bring a Tangrowth now. He goes straight for the Rock Slide, misses it, so I'm really lucking from turn 2 here. And I'm going to go for a knockoff now. And he actually brings in his Taunt, so we're going to knock off a Life Orb. And I'm going to bring Stack Attacker out now, take a U-turn, and I believe he goes into Salazzle. No, he goes to Vaporeon. And I'm going to make a double back into Tangrowth as he goes for a Wish. I'm going to see Taunt come out now, and I'm going to be able to knock off again. Doesn't do anything. But I actually believe I stayed in here and got Poison Jab. No, I go Pelipper. Because Scarf Pelipper, you know, great mon. I really valued it, you could tell her. Wasn't just trying to sack it. But I'm going to get the Scald off, do a chunk, and he's going to knock me out of a U-turn. So, unfortunately, Rain is gone as soon as it's gone, which is 3 turns most likely. So I plan to abuse those, and I misplay again. Go for a Power Punch, as he goes for a Grass Knot. Like, I thought he'd be scared out, as I'm proven wrong. So, that's unfortunate, because now I'm going to go Tangrowth. He's going to go for a Volt Switch. And I believe he goes into Taunt. I'm going to go for a Poison Jab. Get a bit off, but we're really not doing too much. I'm going to go for another one, because I know I can live a hit. And so he's going to go into this, and I go for a knockoff here, actually. A knockoff, it's Life Orb, but I can't really take a hit, as I misplay and sack it. So I'm misplaying a lot. I have to go Lycan Rock now, and I believe here I just go for a Swords Dance, and I'm going for this kill. If I can get this kill, and if I had Sucker Punch, I was thinking I could maybe win the match. But without Sucker Punch, I can't beat Delmise, and I missed Stone Edge anyway. I think with the Sucker Punch damage, I would have at least been able to pivot into something else, and at least try and pick this Mon down. Stack Attacker would have killed if I'd just gone for a Cell Rock, so that was a misplay, but, you know, I was hoping I'd hit my move. And this is an unfortunate end to this match. This match was a very quick match, and T-Bolt's going to be able to pick off that kill. So I'm going to be able to reduce differential, but unfortunately, I am Specs, and I'm going to be a lot slower than Salazzle. So, yeah, that was a really, that was a bad match for me. Of course, the pieces of prep there messed me up a tiny bit, but overall I just didn't play this one well. I kind of had the idea I didn't want to play this one too well though, because I have the chance to rematch him in semi-finals, I want to say. Because I believe he's 5th slot in playoffs. I know he's either 4th or 5th. Let me have a quick look. So where is I keep losing this dock. Okay, there it is. Oh, you're gonna see this dock for a second. I will take this off the screen a second. Oh god. Okay, I'm messing up right now a lot. So don't even. What am I doing right now? I don't even know what's happening. Let's go on there. There you go. That's better. So let me have a look. Oh my god, I just realized playoffs on it. He sent something else to start playoffs. We locked 7th spot. He locked 3rd spot actually. So yeah, we can only play him in finals, unfortunately. But that just kind of shows how close this league was. From 8th to 2nd, it was from 6th to 8th were all we were all 4 and 4, and there was only 3 differential points between all 3 of us. And then through 2 to 5 slots, they were all 5 and 3, so 1 more win from us. And they were all within 6 differential points of each other. Then there was Saber, who was... Yeah, I said about Saber being... he managed to land top spot in his in just the whole league, and he was 7-1 with a plus 21 differential. So yeah, he was like way ahead of everyone. But one thing I do want to just bring up quick was just kind of how my team worked this season. I feel like I just didn't use it very well. It's a really good team overall. It looks like it when you look at it, but I feel like it just didn't have enough like defensive. And I don't know. The team looks very good, but it just feels like it's not. You know, like I don't know. It just doesn't really feel too good. But yeah, really it was an okay season for me at least. And glad I could lock in playoffs. I could lock that slot in playoffs. I believe we play Pitt. Let me confirm that. Yeah, I play Pitt. He landed second slot in the whole thing. So I don't think we play Pitt in the regular season, so that's gonna be a fun match. He is a pretty good team. His team's definitely better than mine in my opinion. He has Scum, Clef, Starmie, Entei, Zoroark, Nidoqueen, Cofagrigus, Uxie, Electrode, Mega Sizzle, Conk, and Olomomola. So hoping he doesn't bring complete stool against me with his Scum, Clef, Olo, you know, and things like stuff like that with like Queen, Kovac, Uxie on the end. But I'm also kind of hoping he doesn't bring Mecha Sizzle, so I don't really know what I'm hoping he brings. I have no ideas how I'm gonna prep for this yet. But I'm really looking forward to playing him because I didn't get a chance in the regular season. I'm actually playing him in another league this week, so I'm gonna hopefully be able to grab those 2 dubs. Not too confident about that, but hoping. So yeah. Anyway, this is going to be the wrap to the regular season of the UPSL. My playoffs match should be up around next week if I can get back into this uploading. Uploading's a very challenging thing here. But yeah, that's gonna be that. So thank you for watching. If you did enjoy, be sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel. You know, trying to reach 30 subs. Like I'm going for 30 subs right now, and then from there just keep going. But yeah, bye.